Come along with us for another adventure, this time through a very rough, vast, but beautiful area known as the Owyhee Canyonlands. The Owyhees is a 2.5 million acre area that reaches into 3 different states: Oregon, Idaho, and Nevada. We'll call this part 1 as we stayed on the Oregon side, with part 2 coming soon in Idaho. The Owyhees are known for its deep canyons, towering rock formations, and the sagebrush plains of the high desert. This area exists due to Oregon's violent volcanic history, and a story of erosion is told here. We traveled through Succor Creek, Leslie Gulch, the Three Forks area, and on the way home we even threw in the Alvord Desert. While driving through these rock formations, it kind of made me feel like I was back in one of my favorite places that I've been, Utah, with all the red rock formations of Leslie Gulch. Sit back, enjoy the scenery and the video, and stick around for the next one. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. We are Adventure the Whole Way on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Thanks for watching. What's up, guys? It is about 11:30. We're headed out for another weekend trip. Had about an 8 p.m. start after we both got off work. This trip we're going to the Owyhees in Oregon. It's going to be a good weekend. We're going to go see Succor Creek, Leslie Gulch, have plans to hit some hot springs. We've been to the Alvord Desert once before. We're going to swing back through there, drive on the playa a little bit. We got 8 gallons of extra fuel hanging on the side, about to get 5 more here. This is way out. No services, no cell phone service, there's nothing out where we're going. So we prepared, we got everything we need. Right now it's about 20 degrees. We should be camping around 15 degrees tomorrow night, right around 20 tonight. So it's a little chilly, but it's going to be a good trip. So come along with us and see what we find. Alright, we've made it to the Owyhees. This is Succor Creek Road. We're about 6 miles from where we're camping tonight. I forgot to take into account that we were crossing in the mountain time, so it is currently 3 o'clock in the morning. This road's pretty well maintained. It's kind of bumpy. There's been a couple sharp curves. One of them snuck up on me. That's why I don't like riding in the dark places I haven't been. But it's going to be worth it to wake up in Succor Creek in the morning. So we'll get to camp, get it set up, and get some rest and get ready to start this adventure tomorrow. Alright, so it's dark and of course 3 a.m. in the morning, so didn't make it to the campsite that I wanted to go to because I didn't feel like crawling over rocks in the dark. But we're set up right here by the creek, and we got a little bit of rock beside us. Got some stars. Got everything set up. I am exhausted. Can't keep my eyes open any longer. So I'm headed to bed. We will see y'all in the morning. Good morning, guys. It is Saturday morning. It's about 11 o'clock. We left the house last night around 8 p.m. after we both got off work, and we didn't make it here till 3:30 or so. The campsite I had picked out up in the BLM land up above Succor Creek here was going to require quite a bit of off-road driving, and at 3:30 I wasn't up to it, so we doubled back and found this little spot by the creek. Was able to hear the water running all night. That was nice. And then waking up to this view. This campsite don't suck. What you think? So this is Succor Creek. It's very pretty. We're gonna ride all the way through it today and then go to Leslie Gulch and a few other places. So late start, but that's okay. We needed a little bit of rest before we start the weekend. So we're gonna get some breakfast going, and then we're gonna hit the road. we had breakfast this morning. Had some ham, egg, and cheese scramble. We just rode the rest of the way through Succor Creek State Park. And now we're gonna go up here and we'll get connected with Leslie Gulch Road. Gonna ride through there and then all the way to the Owyhee Reservoir. Kind of makes you feel like you're in Utah riding through here. We just aired down from about 40 psi to about 28. It's pretty rocky, pretty bumpy, so that should help us out a little bit. And let's go see the sights. Alright, so this is Leslie Gulch, which is past the upper Leslie Gulch trailhead. But this place is beautiful. Alright, we stopped for a little bathroom break, but where we just took that drone footage, that's Dago Gulch. So far, that area is probably my favorite, the most scenic. But we still got a ways to go. Going all the way down to the Owyhee Reservoir. Then we'll get to drive back through all this and get perspective from going the other direction. But this place is wild. All this was from volcanic eruptions long ago. Erosion, the volcanic ash, and all the rock that was formed from the lava. And over time, it's created this beautiful gulch. All right, we've made it to Owyhee Lake, to the reservoir. Got the moon over Succor Creek back there. It's been bumpy, it's been muddy. Go hop out for a minute. So I've learned from some other people that, so this little trail right here, this is Watson Trail, or Watson Road. If you drive it about 3.5 miles, well, that would be fun, but if you drive this about 3.5 miles, it'll take you to Echo Rock Hot Springs. They say you can only get to it in the winter. Apparently the lake has to be down around 30%. And a video I just recently saw, the water was too high to make it all the way. But we could kayak over there, but we're gonna try to camp by a different hot spring tonight, so we're not gonna do that. But it is beautiful out here. Alright, so Leslie Gulch was beautiful. Back over that way. That's the Succor Creek area back over that way. In the dispute between the two, I'd definitely say Leslie Gulch is the more scenic, but Succor Creek area was still very pretty. Definitely somewhere I want to come back to. We've only got 2 days this trip, so we're headed to our next spot tonight where we're going to camp. But you got this random tree that survives by itself out here. So out of place. And then there's a hilltop right over here. It's got a few trees on the top.
It's around the corner.
Yeah, it's around the corner. But there's another view of Succor Creek. It's just a massive area and really awesome. This is our first trip to the Owyhees. It will not be the last. So, what you think so far?
It's been awesome.
Alright, we are stopping to have a sandwich real quick before we continue to our next campsite, but this looked like a great spot to stop for a sandwich with a view of Succor Creek. I don't know, we're maybe 2 miles off of the main road. Another plane flying over. This is Jordan Valley. Only gas station we'll come across on our way to our next campsite. We're about to go hit Three Forks Road. $3.10, not a bad price. We only needed, I don't know, a little more than quarter a tank. It's 27 degrees. The washer fluids froze. The pump's real slow. Kaylee's nice and cold in there. So hopefully we'll be in some hot springs soon. That'd be fun. So we'll see you there. Alright, we just passed a sign, said welcome to the Owyhee High Desert. The sun will be going down soon. I think we got about 30 more miles to go, so we'll see if we can get down there by dark. Got a blue route on Onyx we got to go down. It's the Fernwick Switchbacks, I think it's what it's called. So it's rated 5 out of 10, so we'll see how it goes. All right, we have made it to camp. Got ice and mud and everything else on the Jeep. We are here on the edge of the Owyhee River in the Owyhee Canyon. This little hot spring running into the river. Sadie, get out of the water. Hey, get out of the water. The plan was to cross the river here and go right there to the waterfall. There's a big hot spring pool up above that. But it's 18 degrees, so I think we're gonna save this water crossing for in the morning. But we'll have a view of that from the tent, and then the stars out here are really bright. So we'll get everything set up, get dinner going, some potato soup, fire pit going, and try to stay warm. So we will update you shortly. All right, guys, the dogs have had dinner. Everything's set up with the tent, fire pit, listening to the waterfall over there, looking at the stars. Our dinner's on deck. We got hot chocolate and venison potato soup. So, about to go dig in, but this camp spot is terrific. It's 10 out of 10. I don't know if you just caught that. There was a big shooting star right there. I can't wait to see what this place looks like at sunrise. So we're gonna enjoy dinner. This is probably good night, and we'll check in the morning. See if we brave this frigid river crossing to go get in the hot springs. Good morning. It is a chilly 14 degrees. Last night's camp. Hot springs all around us. There's the main one. And then here's the frigid Owyhee River we have to cross if we want to get in it. So, see if we can muster up the courage for it. It's pretty doggone cold. Be back with you shortly. All right, getting some coffee and hot chocolate going, but it's so cold that as soon as you pour the water in the pan, it froze. 14 degrees. I'm not sure I'm gonna make it across this river this morning. Flew the drone up over the hot spring. It looks awesome. I just can't quite tell how deep the river is. I can see a little rock out there. I need the sun to hit it a little bit more. If it's more than waist deep, I'm just not going. We may make it into Nevada today, and there's a hot spring you can pretty much drive up to. We also intend to make it to the Alvord Desert today. There's a hot spring there. You have to pay $20 to get in it, but probably skip on that one. I like natural hot springs like this one, but just don't know if the risk is worth the reward this morning. We've been buzzed a couple times by the jets. It's really cool. You can hear it just echo through the canyon. I've only been able to catch them that time because it's hard to triangulate where they're coming from. But gotta get some breakfast going. Give it just another minute for the sun to hit the water, and we're gonna make a decision. All right, guys, we have everything packed up and we're about to roll out. 14 degrees. It's still about 18, 19. We can't bring ourselves to take a dip in the cold water. Really wanted to hop in there, but we got other stops to make today, and then we may pass some hot springs that we just can drive right up to, so we may give that a shot. But this is a beautiful area, maybe the best campsite I've ever had. So 10 out of 10. Now we get to enjoy the views of the canyon going up out of here. So until next time, that's what I'm saying to this spot and to those hot springs. But we will be back. Alright, so this is the Owyhee Canyon, and it is massive. Stopped here to take in the view a little bit. Dogs had breakfast before we packed up, so we let them out so that they can go handle their business. Our next stop after this, we're going from here to a place called Pillars of Rome. It's old lava formations, so we're gonna go check that out, and then we'll go from there to the Alvord Desert. We've been there once before, but it's a really cool place, so we're gonna go again. Drop it. Good girl. Oh, crash. But it's gonna be a day of a lot of sights, so ride along with us, take it in. Crossing the Owyhee River again. So we've been taking this blue route on Onyx, and we just crossed through the dried lake bed of Coyote Lake. But these cows don't seem to want us to make it to the Alvord. Can you say move?
Shush. Please.
Thank you. go off-roading a little bit because somebody wanted to park their truck in the middle of the road, and they've clearly unloaded an ATV off of it, but they used the bank to level out their ramp and just left the truck blocking the road. So we may be dragging a piece of sagebrush, I don't know. There's the beautiful Steens approaching the desert. Just got to make it through this last little, I guess we call it a canyon of the high desert. But this has been a really fun ride. From the Coyote Lake bed that was still a little bit wet, and then just the road in had deep ruts, and all through it was frozen water. It was a fun ride. And it looks like we'll be getting to the desert with sunset, so the view should be spectacular. But those mountains right there, I could take those in all day long. So on this backside of the Alvord Playa, there's a lot of standing water, which is ice now. But if you've ever been here, you know how sticky it gets. Thought about trying to go for it, but better judgment said don't do that. So this should take us around to the main road on the other side, which is the road we came into it when we were here before. It's a very nice road, and then that's where there's some hot springs you can pay to get into over there, and that side you should be able to drive out onto the playa with no issue. The only problem is by the time we get over there, we're going to lose all the light, so we might find a little place up here that we could cut onto it and kind of cut over these shrubby dunes and get out on there and go long ways across it. But no guarantee, but we're going to try to get out there. If nothing else, we have to go all the way around and it's dark. We're going to stop and make dinner over there. So we'll be on the playa at some point, but it's still a pretty ride with pretty skies. It's just not the exact plan that we wanted. So, but stay tuned. We'll get there in a few minutes. That's the Alvord Playa. We're making our way around to it. Steens Mountain, 10,000 plus feet. It's just beautiful with a beautiful snow cap at the top. Alright, we're calling it a wrap here. We basically watched the sunset over the playa. We were about to drive out there and have dinner. I was going to cook up some sloppy joes, but it is 5 o'clock and I have to be at work at midnight. And it's if we just stayed straight and went all the way back out onto the playa, it says we'd have got back at like 11:40, and that's just not going to work. So saw the sights, and now we're going to take Steens Highway over to I-84 and just head home, and should be there by 10:51. And I can get the dogs and everything off the Jeep and then get to work. So that's pretty much it for this adventure. Alright guys, we are in Hines, Oregon. Fueling up, about to go across the street, hit up McDonald's. It's a little chilly, it's a little muddy. It was a good trip though. Wish we had another day so that we could have camped on the playa and explored the area a little bit more around Alvord. But we ended up Succor Creek, Leslie Gulch, Three Forks, Alvord Desert. So it was a good trip. Got some big changes coming. The bumpers are in. We got the new rack. Hopefully by the next time we go out, we've upgraded quite a bit. But a lot to come, so stay tuned for future adventures. See you next time.